Hello everyone, Cryorus here, and welcome to a different kind of showcase. A game currently available on itch.io, made by Marple, a game called Orb of Creation. It is a incremental game, and yeah, the reason I want to cover this now is because I have been absorbed into this. I have pondered the orb for a long time, 940 minutes. Over 10 hours I have pondered the orb. I can't stop pondering it. It reveals secrets to me. But I want to share those secrets with you now, since Orb of Creation is going to come on Steam. It will cost about $5, and I am excited for that. But what is Orb of Creation? Well, I could show you my late game state save, and I wouldn't do anything. So let's just start a new save. You awake in a dark void. The only thing in front of you is a glowing orb. Must ponder orb. So this is our orb, the mana elemental resource, the magical bandwidth. So I hope sounds alright. Infuse orb, bind mana to the orb. Increases our basic mana per second. So this is very much a active idler game. And you will see what I mean with active in a little bit. So right now, we can only infuse the orb. Let me turn down the sound effects. And we have infused the orb further. We can... But now we have a problem. We cannot do this, we cannot infuse the orb further without learning the arcane. Learn your first glyph. Arcane. Learn how to expand materials and resources, but we can't do anything. But we have discovered our spell book. And now we can learn spells. First, we have only one single rune we can learn. And that is gather knowledge. Explore and learn how to use the orb. Gain 1 knowledge. Well, if we go over here, we could manually cast the spell, or we can use hotkeys to do that. And this is our spell casting level. Your proficiency in casting levels. Per casting level, 4% base non-augmented, and yada yada yada. So the more you cast, the better you get at that. And casting spells, you can use the bottom toolbar, click spell here, or just use any of the tabs. So let's gather knowledge. And there you go. We got 1 out of 50 knowledge, and we can learn wizardry for 1.25. Well, you are starting to recollect yourself and your abilities. Unlocks wizardry upgrades. So let me quickly... There we go. Drop the sounds a little lower. So I could cast more knowledge, or... nothing. So let's go here. Wisdom. A core mental attribute, improves your mana capacity. We got more wisdom. Spellbook loadout. So this will be interesting. We can also learn expansion. Another rune. But it costs 250 mana to discover. So that is right now out of our reach. I would like to gather a little bit more. There we go. And now we got our loadout. We can add new spells. So technically, I can fill my hotbar with 3 of those spells. Expansion is still way off, but... And while they go on cooldown, there we go. So now And I could learn Conjure now, but no, let's not do that. Cast it one more time. Increase my wisdom. And you can see now we regenerate and have more capacity, but it's starting to lose, so let's further infuse our orb. I need to find a music that's suited better a little bit. Okay, and we have infused our orb and we have learned infusion in here. So now for 500 we can buy this here. But let's discover the other spell, Attune Orb. So I'll remove this. There we go. So there you can see the spell Attune Orb empowers the generation of resources. It is a toggle spell that is there for 40 seconds and increases our resource power by 40%. So if I now hit 3, you can see this is now active. We have the little buff icon here. And instead of generating 1, we get 1.46. So, yeah. That way we can generate some more wisdom. But let's not do that. Let's learn the Conjuration. And there, the spell wore off. Now it's on cooldown. And there we go. We have learned the Conjuration rune. We've discovered the spell Hasten. So let's go out of our loadout and let's learn Hasten. And you saw we just got a refund for the mana we invested to learn the spell. And what does Hasten do? Very simple, burst of speed significantly reduces cooldown of spells already on cooldown. There you see. It reduced the cooldown of the Attune Orb. Let's just do this. About to level up, which is nice. And we got a casting level, so now our spells are stronger. Yes, let's do this. And there is Learn Storm. Learn how to harness energy. Unlocks Storm. Okay. And there improved Wizardry. Advancing recollection of Spellcaster. Unlocks more Wizardry upgrades. Well, let's have a look at that. And there we got new stuff. We got Resilience, 4% base mana per second. Interesting. And Aptitude. Improves your casting ability in general. Spell power, resource spell power, and more mana, flat mana. I think we should invest into that first. And there we have the Extend Tablet. Maximum glyph slots. Increase the amount of glyphs you can use to create a spell. Okay. Could infuse the orb, and each spell also has their casting cost, so we need to keep that in mind, but I want to get Aptitude. There we go. The flat region will come in a little bit more handy for to us now. Alright. So that is basically the early game. Let's get a little bit more resilience. And, you know, I don't like the cooldown spell. It's nice to have, but I'd rather do this. And for right now, let's also remove this, and let's go full on knowledge casting. Because that is doing a little bit more for us right now. So, let's move this. And it's basically early on a do the right action to increase your stats. So right now, we just need more mana in general. So I'll just get this. And this resource spell power, that way we generate more and more and more wisdom. See? So, you know what? Let's get this extend tablet. We can get about 3.7 something per cast, so just one more cast and we can get the extend tablet. There we go. Got that. Extend tablet, and there's spellbook details. Unlock the details tab in the spellcasting tab. Lets you view your equipped spells in more detail and increase their level. Very important one. So let me get a little bit more aptitude. And then we'll look at what the dual runes can do for us. So now we can combine runes together, and you see, expansion and conjuration together has requirements. Requires a physicalization. So we don't know what that is. So right now let's use Conjure and Arcane together. And we see we need 10 wisdom for that. The other one, Conjuration and Arcane and Expansion, requires us just to get the 500 mana. So what does this do? We discovered Expand Magic, which gives us a Thaumaturgy. Deepen your magical capabilities. Every point in Thaumaturgy increases your mana capacity. Ooh. So before we look at the other spells, let's get this one unlocked and then have a look what we shall use. We discovered Brilliance. Toggled for up to 15 seconds and 15% mana capacity. So we ponder the orb harder. It's an artificial spell to increase our mana capacity for a moment. So let's go out, let's remove this one, and let's get this. A Thaumaturgy. Plus 40 mana capacity. Soft caps after 1000 Thaumaturgy. And we got another augment slot. Adds an augment slot to your table, allowing you to augment your spells. Ooh. And bandwidth improves your maximum spellcasting capabilities. So it's now spellcasting time. Thaumaturgy takes a while, so yeah, and it also costs 400 to cast. So it's a little bit expensive for us at the moment. And we can get Intellect. Increases the base amount of knowledge gained. So we could invest into that, but let's go for that one. I'm tempted to let other music play. Let's keep this. I'll look for other music at a later point. Okay, one more cast of this and we got everything we want. Let's see if we cannot get something in the meantime. You know what? Let's infuse. 30. Nice. Okay. Let's learn resilience. And with the next cast of expand magic, we should be able to get the augment table. There we go. Now we can learn quick. Learn the augment glyph quick. Augment spell glyphs or create new spells, instead they modify. So it increases the cost but reduces the cooldown. And there we got heavy. 4 times the power, 3 times the cost, doubles the drain per second, and much longer cooldown, but you can see that. So let's remove this spell and there we go. So here we have our own spells. If I hit quick, you can see that the price for them to learn them goes up kinda high, but 6.8 second cooldown, 9.7. So we really want to do this. And you know what? For now, quickly gather knowledge. So yeah, you can see how the runes affecting our spells is much to our benefit. So now we want to learn the spellbook details. So we'll be just casting our gain knowledge a little bit to, I think, increase our aptitude and such. Alright. Level 10 wisdom already. I want to get a little bit more. For the simple reason that I can learn the fast expand magic spell. So I think 2 more level in wisdom should do the trick. But here you can see that our mana is getting quite limited. Alright, now if I go to loadout, I can get the refund for that mana. And then we can get expand magic. There we go. So we see it costs 460. but has only now about 20 seconds cooldown. And basically we want to increase our stats so we can buy those upgrades in here. And as you see, there are a lot of blank areas here. We will be able to fill them in the future. I think aptitude is the one we should go for, as it increases flat, and this is percent based of that. Gather knowledge mastery leveled up, so we gain 1.58 now. So yeah, the longer you use a spell, the more you get accustomed to it and the more efficient it gets. See, now we get 1.66. Okay, let's wait for the expand magic. Alright. And I think we will cast until we get the spellbook details. Okay, wait for our mana. And whenever we can, we will level up our intellect. We need to get smart. Okay, we're up to 14 already. So, as with every incremental game, early game, it's rather hard to start. Here we get 1.59 now. Nice. Okay, 2 more casts of that and we got that cleared. Then we get level 2 intellect. Got that, and we got the spellbook details. So now if we go to our casting, we can go and upgrade our spells. And you can see that each upgrade will increase the power cost, the cost by 2, but increase the power and the duration. So we need more knowledge for that. So back to casting we go. But then I can show you the power of upgraded spells. There we go. So now we can upgrade the spell to level 2. So you may think, hey, but I don't want to do that. Well, you can also go back to level 1 with single spells. It's up to you how you distribute those. But you can see we get 3 knowledge for that. And each level increases 5% spell power. So now we get all the details about our spells. What do you see? We get our stuff much faster now. So let's get upgrading. I think bandwidth is something we should work on. There we go. We need more mana. We need it faster. Right now, we are limiting ourselves by our mana capacity. I think we should infuse. Let's wait for it. Boom. 42. And on. Level 5 infusion. We could also learn Storm, but I think that is something that is a little bit off to us right now. I want to get the aptitude, or the bandwidth going. .7 that. Got 20. This required also 20. We could level it up. Level up would increase the cooldown though. But let's do it. It's my mana and I want it now. Yeah. Oh god. The luxury you get later on is... Okay. Do you see? The mana cost 920. Alright. But we almost got the new bandwidth. Okay, now we just need to wait for our mana so we can cast Expand Magic once more. Alright. I love pondering the orb. It's early game, I can see, yeah, well, a little bit boring, well, but trust me, the late game gets spell crazy. Okay. Kaboom! We got a new spell. So let's just quick we could make use of another quick expand magic or quick knowledge, but let's get a fast attune orb. And then cast this 4.5. So let's get some stuff going. For thaumaturgy. Can we make it before it ends? Yes. And another thing is, you can't remove spells on cooldown. Otherwise that would be a little bit cheaty. So what you can also do is, if we further upgrade our casting capabilities, that you can have one high level spell and then lesser spells to cast often. Leaving the cooldown on the new spell. Some spells have wild differences, and you later unlock the option for more loadouts, so it's, in my opinion, not that needed. And we got a new casting level. Okay. Casting, attune orb leveled up. And we learned more intellect. 5.23. So now let's upgrade this, but remove this one. And if we go back, we can keep this one at a lower level if we want. But I wanted this. My issue is I forget I was gonna change a spell. Yeah, that can happen. I can see that happening. Okay, we basically just need to expand our mana capacity. So why don't we do that? We need 1,500 for the heavy rune. Wow, we need mana. There we go. Now let's learn heavy. And we can also learn Storm for new spells. You know, let's go to heavy. And let's discover, let's go to the loadout. So I want this refunded. And can I get a heavy attune orb going? Yes, we can. So let's cast this, but you can see it has a freaking long cooldown. But if we do that, and we wait for our spells to, for our mana to replenish, now we gain a whole load of stuff. See that? Get more resilience. Let's cast one-time intellect. I goofed that one up. Push the wrong spell button. That can happen. Okay, we got the knowledge from that. Let's get the storm. There we go. And now we can learn physicalization. Learn how to start manifesting physical elements. And you see, ooh, storm crafting. You can learn that. Discover a spell combined with conjuring and storm. Conjure energy. Amass power. So this is a spell I like to use. Later on, it can really heavily impact your stuff. Let's get the quick runes. Let's first of all infuse, and then we can remove spells. And get the aptitude. So I want a quick amass power, but no. Amass power, do I need the cooldown? Yeah. I mean, technically heavy would be also nice. Yeah, let's go this way. No, for now, just this. And then I want a quick we could get Conjure energy. And quick gather knowledge. So let's cast our amass power first. So now if I wait, each half second that passes, we get this. And with this, we can increase our energy output. There's Learn Search, Storm Crafting, and other interesting spells. So, if I do this, and 13 knowledge just from this spell alone. Okay, so let's get the energized wizardry going. I think I can do that with this even. Yeah. There, agility, cooldown speed, and casting we can get. But you see, energy dissipates over time. It's a fickle resource. But energetic infusion can help our mana quite a bit. Ah, almost. There we go, agility. And wisdom. So yeah, you see, energy is an interesting spell to use. Just wait till we get this. And there we go, we learned small. Interesting. Learn how to use the Oggenglyph small. Reduces power and everything, but increases casting speed. But you see, it's kinda expensive. Unlocks Surged. Surged spells need energy to cast. Okay, so let's go back to our loadouts. We don't need this one for now. But how about a quick expand magic? And you know, let's go back to level 1. Level 2 is nice, but the cost is a little bit steep for us right now. We could attune the orb harder, which is certainly something we can do. You know, let's do that before we do what I want to do. So we just need to cast it one more time. Okay. Can upgrade it. And boy will it cost. But let's do this. So now, for non-augment spell, Ah, right, this. Okay. Let's do it this way. And there we go, 10 Thaumaturgy. Advanced knowledge of energy allows use to craft stronger storm spells. Well, we'll see about that. Let's just increase our base resources. It is strong. But I think we'll get one more cast of knowledge. There we go. So yeah, we are up to that already. 2000. We could technically learn small now. We could also learn energetic wisdom. So for each level we would gain 6 base energy. So I think we will do that. I just need more of that. Now this is starting to really pay off. Pondering the orb? Yes, we are pondering the orb. Alright. And it's time to cast this. And we got that. So, energetic wisdom. Look at our capacity now, and kaboom! 176. So we can technically learn physicalization now. And I think we will do that, but for that, I think we'll refund our spells here a little bit. And it has a millet cooldown. No. Let's just do this. There were a few of Attack on Titan that I didn't see. Oh yeah. So yeah, let's go boost our knowledge a little bit more until we can't get the upgrades here. And this now increases our base capacity, which is nice. Okay. I think it's better to invest into resilience as it's giving us more. Let's see how much we get per upgrade of this. So now we have 75.4. Yeah, about 1.9. So it's much better than our aptitude, but it is base mana, so we'll see. Let's infuse our orb. There we go. And I think I will do a Conjure energy together with a quick... Can I do heavy? Goes on for 2 minutes. Let's do that. So. Let's get energized, shall we? First, let me... You know what? I completely goofed that up. Yeah. Let's get the 30 for physicalization. There we go. And drop them down to level 1. Sure. Nice, we got a casting level. Okay, one more. There we go. We can learn stormcrafting. And we can learn physicalization. So let's go back to loadout. And let's get a heavy, amass power, and a normal conjure energy. Could get fast, hasten. You know what? Let's get that in there, just so we get that a little bit down. All right. Yeah. We buy those and then we get as much energetic infusion as we can. Or maybe a little point into... No. I also want to change this into a normal. Yeah. Let's get this. It's a quick now. So if I do this, and there we go. Learn stormcrafting, learn physicalization. Tune Orb Mastery got up. Nice. Alright. So let's discover what we can do. So now we can learn all the other spells. We haven't learned anything else in here, so let's see what we can get. So, Conjure and Expansion. Conjure space. Generate space in the world around you. Okay. Then we need to discover this with energy. 2 spells discovered by energy. So let's get this going. Let's get the cheap one. Got static field. I think that is one we really want. Yeah, there we go. Increases our energy capacity. Okay, let's do this. Got brainstorm. So that is, in my opinion, one of the more interesting spells. Let's get a quick hasten out there. So we can get some of the cooldowns down. Okay. Yeah, we could learn that, but Brainstorm is an interesting one. Channels, minus 20 energy per second. But we gain knowledge and thaumaturgy per second for that. And I wanna play around with those. So we can't get the space even out. So let's get that out. Let's make it a different one. Where is attune orb? Well, I want that. Then I want quick amass power. Cannot learn that yet. Let's see if I can upgrade that and then learn Brainstorm. Okay, let's see what is needed. 88, 20, needs 5 thaumaturgy. No. Okay, let me get the order right. So I want to cast this first. Use this. Yeah, wait, I need to cast this in a different... There we go. There we go. Can I... Yeah, let's get agility up. Alright. So yeah, it is interesting to use. Later on you can expand on this combo a lot more. But for now, let's remove them. Bonk. 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 There we go. We can learn small. Do we want to learn small? Let's learn small. So we can make the spells smaller, but the cost to learn them is absurdly higher. So let's just see if we, you know, get that, but I can learn the quick gather knowledge and a quick expand magic. I know you want me. Alright. So let's conjure some space. Kaboom. 1/2 of space and time. And there we go. We got unlocked keen intellect. Allows us to get for each level now base knowledge gain. Let me see it. See what we can learn. And there we got new upgrades. Reserves. Increase our base mana capacity, energy capacity, and our memory to increase our thaumaturgy and knowledge. Okay. There we go. Now we can learn a little bit more. Come on. There we go. Got thaumaturgy. Just want to unlock the world. Learn how to gather space and start to reform the old world. And there we go. Augment table number 2, +1 augment slot. And we unlocked the world. The urn of holding, the urn of expansion, and gather space. So we want a few of those. So let's go back to magic. And let's get space going. Oh, you know what? Actually, there we go. Yeah. More energy, more reserves. I want to get the next infusion. There we go. Alright. Infuse. And there we go. Boom. So now we can go over here. Cast our stuff. And there we go. Got more space. Always running out of space. The heck? Rounding numbers. So now we got our first self-gaining resource. And we unlocked the Urn of Urns, created from space to hold urns. So my space wasn't deep enough, so I got more space. Alright, one more, and then I can show you more of the end game of the game. Okay, let me cast this. And now we gain 17 space per cast. Oh, it's just... Okay. Almost. We've almost reached our space goal. Gather space together and form an aspect of the old world. We can recreate it. We can make it better. Space. And there, the Aspect Workshop, Aspect Alchemy Lab. Manifest the space and recreate artifacts of old and learn how to use them. And now, we could learn nature or artificer, but we need nature for that. So, that is the early game. So, I hope you like it, and I will make a different video on the progress of the late game. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I can see you in just a moment on the next video for more Orb. Thanks for being here. See you then. A big thank you to all my Wyvern tier and higher supporters over at Patreon, Minimurgle, Peter Fine, and Exodus, as well as a thank you to all the other patrons and people who support me in different ways, as well as my subs on Twitch. You all keep this going. Thank you. Thank you very much.